This cannot come at a better time than now, in view of the recent presentation of the 5-year vision of the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Dr. Godwin Emefiele, and specifically in paragraph 27 of this vision, he actually espoused and promised us Nigeria the intention of Central Bank of Nigeria. And if you would not mind, I would like to quote him, as lawyers would say, extempore. Specifically, he said, our ultimate objective is to ensure that 95% of Nigeria will become financially included by year 2024. And that is moving it some 50% higher than what we plan to achieve by year 2020. Recall that following the Maya Declaration of 2011, the expectation is that by year 2020, the rate of financial exclusion in Nigeria will have gone down to 20%. We're still at 30-something now, but we're stepping up our activities towards achieving this goal. And the bar is further raised by this promise of the Governor of Central Bank. How are we planning to achieve this? It is also with collaboration of groups like CAFEI, and given the focus of this initiative, that's why I said it cannot come at a better time than now. Central Bank of Nigeria is actually expected also within this period to ensure that the financial literacy level of banking customers or consumers of financial services in Nigeria is actually raised further to enhance their financial capability. And Central Bank has set up, has set to achieve a number of things. It started with the establishment of a special department in the bank to handle consumer protection. This was in 2012. And a major mandate of this department was to actually plan for and implement a consumer protection framework. And this framework was introduced in 2016. And the expectation under this framework is for us to have collaboration with several consumer advocacy groups. With the presence of the people here today, I believe that CAFEI will not just be another consumer advocacy group, it will be the consumer advocacy group. That is our expectation. And as provided for inside in this consumer framework, it is also part of our duty to collaborate with you, for you to achieve your goal, which is also a symbiotic thing. It is our goal. Coincidentally, I was just sitting in the room, one of the architects, of the achievement of the mandate of Central Bank, as espoused in its Establishment Act, Section 2 of the CBN Act, gives the mandate of Central Bank to include promotion of sound, safe, and stable financial system in Nigeria. Welcome, Mr. Pastor Lemon, into the room. A former deputy governor that superintended, the Directorate of Financial System Stability. Welcome, sir, my boss. I'd like to say further also, since I have just 2 more minutes, that the job of the initiative CAFEI is well cut out, and it has not been made less onerous than the introduction today of digital financial services. If there's one area that you may need to focus on in terms of literacy, it is that area, because I can say that 50, 60, 70% of people, even in this room, who are expected to be in the upper notch of financially being literate, may just be illiterate when it comes to DFS. We all carry smartphones, but a lot is going on. I have a recent graduate of electrical engineering who is a software guru also, asking me questions yesterday, my son, about terms and conditions. The long terms and conditions on something he wanted to subscribe to online. I said, I did, but I never read. How many of us read the fine print? It is these fine prints that we want to challenge you to actually get offerers of financial services in Nigeria or any other services to actually look at these fine prints and skew them in favor of the consumer, because a satisfied consumer and customer is the best advert any business can have. I want to commend banks generally that the consumer protection framework of Central Bank of Nigeria is there to stay, and under it, a number of guidelines are being put together, which will be out soon. We sought your views to have them to these guidelines, and we intend to actually implement them to achieve the vision espoused by Godwin Emefiele about 2 weeks back. I thank you all for giving us this opportunity. Long live CAFEI. 10 years down the line, we celebrate the anniversary of the Big Bang. Thank you.